I quickly felt something that I'd legitimately, at that point, 26, 27 years old I was at the time, I felt something that I never felt in my entire life.
What did you feel?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. So it is a very interesting sequence of events that led up to that. But basically, as I mentioned, started going all in on my personal development. And again, all in back then was not all in to my standards now. All in back then was whatever I perceived it to be then. Look, I didn't have a job, right? So I had a lot of free time on my hands. So I started reading books, watching the YouTube videos. One of the things that Tony Robbins was big on, is big on. I mean, one of the things that the every successful person ever knows is, like, if you want to be successful, look at someone else's being successful and then just do the shit that they're doing.
Model success.
Easy enough. Yeah. Another thing that he said that stood out to me was, in order to, to experience fulfillment at the absolute highest level, in order to live the best life possible, you have to contribute beyond your own means. You have to give back in some way. So I'm like, okay. So, he talked about all the things that he did, all the, charities and organizations, and when he had no money. And I'm like, all right, this guy's saying I need to model people who are successful, and I need to give back. So I'm like, all right, Tony Robbins, you're successful. I'm going to model you. I'm going to go give back. Giving back was not important to me. I mean, how could it have been? I never
Right.
did it. I'm doing it for no other reason than this fucking guy on this computer screen is telling me that that's what I need to do to be successful. Found an event, every second Wednesday of the month or something. This church would organize a feeding of the homeless, right? And they looked for volunteers to help with the setup, the cleanup, and serving the food. So I showed up, and again, I showed up that day not because I cared about helping homeless people, not because I was trying to make a difference in the world or make an impact. I was there for me. I was there for very selfish reasons. And I will tell you, Bedros, I felt something that I'd legitimately, at that point, 26, 27 years old I was at the time, I felt something that I never felt in my entire life.
What did you feel?
It consumed my entire physiology. I was experiencing just deep feelings of pride, fulfillment, and just like a deep sense, like a newfound purpose. And literally, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I knew that I needed to figure out a way to live my life and do something with my life where I was able to experience those feelings all of the time. And I'm not saying from there the thought came to me, but inevitably, being that that's what I was feeling, that's what I was thinking, eventually I attracted the opportunity, and Nutrition
Sure.
Solutions was born.